Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Sneha and today I'm in my PJs because we're going to be having a nice chit chat video on my vision board for last year. So I want to do this video not only to tell you guys, what I have been thinking about and what do I want to achieve, but at the same time it's for me to be accountable for everything that I do for the year, and at the same time it feels like it's my little personal diary that I can constantly just go back and revisit. So yeah, I hope that this board kind of helps you and gives you some guidelines as to what you can also think for yourself. And I'm very new to vision boards and stuff. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out the things that I want, the things that I genuinely believe in. So I would not say that I'm the most self-aware person, but then I'm in that journey to just understand what is something that excites me, what is something that I really want to do in life, right? So it's not like you need to have everything figured out. You can just figure stuff out along the way, and that's what I'm doing. So before we begin, make sure that you guys have hit the subscribe button and have subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you also click on the bell icon beside it so that you never miss any upload from me. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into this. Let's get started. So everyone has a different way of putting out their vision. Some people do it digitally, some people actually write it down in their diary, and people like me go for Polaroids. So I actually built all of these Polaroids, and these are all of the things that I wanted to do in 2022. I will take you guys through it, and इसको मैं अपने यहाँ पर जो मेरा space है desk के ऊपर वहाँ पर लगाती थी, कुछ मेरे दूसरे desk के यहाँ पर लगाती थी, and some I would also carry along with me just so that I am constantly reminded that I need to do this. So yeah, this is how it's been like, and I think this is a very nice way to just have all of your cards in front of you with visuals and with text, ताकि you know what you really want to do. So for example, यहाँ पर मैंने विजुअल्स के साथ टेक्स्ट भी डाला है. इसमें तो सिर्फ विजुअल से ही पता चल गया था कि मुझे क्या करना है. आई थिंक इट्स वेरी मच एविडेंट, बट a lot of things had like text on them so that I know that this is what I really want to do, right? So yeah, I think let's get started with things one by one. So सबसे पहले is this particular card, and this meant that I want to start reading books. There was a time in college when I would actually read novels and I would finish like around 5-6 books in a year, but then उसके बाद I just stopped completely and I never got back to reading. So I wanted to kind of get that back and inculcate being a reader in my routine as well. So the first book that I thought I would get to is Building Habits, which is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And although I could not do this in 2022, but in 2023 this is the first thing that I did. So 2022 में मैंने रखा था कि मुझे पढ़ना है, but for some reason I could not achieve it, which is fine. Okay guys, which is fine. You don't have to feel pressured कि मैंने ऐसा सोचा है तो मुझे करना ही है. Of course करना है, that's true, but don't penalize yourself in case you are not able to achieve it, because you always have the next year as well, so it's fine, or even like the next day, the next second, whatever it is, however you are comfortable. So for me, it was this year that I started reading. I am on page 47 of this book at this point in time. So I finally kind of ticked this off in 2023 and I started reading. Then the second pointer that I wanted to focus on was to build a nice bond with my business partner. And मैंने ऐसा लिखा था, my bond with my business partner is smooth and we work very well together. So जो भी था was in present tense. It was not like I want this, I want to do this. It was I am doing this. प्रेजेंट में मैंने लिखा था ये, एंड ऐसा मैंने इमेजरी चूज की थी इसके लिए. A little bit of context on this, you guys. I actually have a startup of my own, and the name of the startup is Carnival. It was founded in 2020, and we are essentially a content and commerce platform that promotes Korean culture. So K-pop, K-drama, ये सारी चीज़ें हम करते हैं. We sell products, and we also have like a nice community called Carni Fam on Instagram and across all social media platforms, YouTube, Spotify. We have this playlist which has crossed 17,000 saves, so it's been pretty nice when it comes to that. But along the way, I found myself a business partner, a very trusted one at that, but initially we would have a lot of fights. So I thought that I do not want to continue this, and I really want to make sure that we work well together. So this is what I thought, and I was like, I want to make sure that my bond with my partner is great, and right now it is like, we are able to discuss things very well. We don't have to shout at each other. नहीं तो पहले हम ऐसे friction होता था and we would not even speak. We would go to the extent of saying that, I don't want you in this business, blah 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 blah. It would be really really aggressive that way. But slowly and steadily, after a few months, we were able to actually work together, and he could fill in the spots that I couldn't, and vice versa. And it was a really really nice relationship that we had professionally. So this is something that I was able to achieve because of that. And this is another sort of vision that I had for the year, and which is I am making my presence unique, valued and omnipresent. Now this is because I suck at managing relationships and just being present, being there. So I decided that last year, I just want to change that about myself. I want to really be there. I want to have my own unique mark, and not be somebody, because I'm somebody who can get a little influenced by people. So I did not want that. I wanted to be my own self. So I'm not saying that I figured my way out and I know exactly what I want and stuff like that, but at least I try to not be completely influenced by somebody else's beliefs and by somebody else's worldwide view. So that's what I wanted, and I just wanted to add value wherever I go. I feel like ये मेरा एक basic guideline रहा है. Like even with YouTube, मैं जब content बनाती हूँ, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कैसे ये चीज़ किसी को help करे, या फिर carnival में भी anything that I do, it has to add value in some capacity to my viewers, to my consumers, to anybody who comes in touch with me and interacts with me. I want them to grow and I want myself to grow with them. तो ये मेरा concept हमेशा सा रहा है. मुझे नहीं करना time pass. This is something that I've just made myself. Like with my friend circle also, I tend to learn so much from them, and I hope that is kind of reciprocated as well to a certain extent rather. So yeah, this is something that I wanted, and I think I was able to do that because my business partner tells me, I think I interact with him the most. So he tells me that there have been changes that he has witnessed, and the fact that I was there for my friends last year, and I took the effort, and that effort is also continued now, where I try to meet them up. I try to do things that might make them feel special. So like celebrating their little wins, whether they get a job, getting like a little cake for that, or just anything, just making sure that they are loved and I'm there for them, and just being present, and not being lost in my own zone. Being there in that moment and being present is something that I wanted to achieve, and I think I was able to do that as well. And one more thing that I wanted to mention is that I believe that these things are now slowly becoming a part of my identity. So I hope that I progress and I have these qualities in me, and I just hope that it kind of blossoms into something which is larger than life. So that is the understanding for this year as well, and I want to continue these good habits that I've built. Then another habit that I wanted to kind of inculcate, and that was on my vision board, was to drink water. Now I am somebody who would not drink even like one bottle of water. Like पूरे दिन में अगर मैंने पानी भी नहीं पिया, it would be fine. I would just go on. But obviously that's not good for your health, right? Like you're made up of water and you need to get rid of all of the toxins that's in your body. So drinking water is essentially supremely important. So I thought ki, let me just set a target, and the target was to drink 3 liters of water daily. So although I could not hit the 3 liters ka mark every single day, but my consumption of water has increased drastically. Like now I think my minimum is 2.5 liters that I do take, and 3 liters to ho jata hai. So I've been able to slowly and steadily again kind of work on this, and I've started to drink water. Then I'm also somebody who has never really cooked before. I do not like, I don't even know if I enjoy cooking or not, because मैंने कभी try ही नहीं किया. तो अगर आपने कोई चीज़ try नहीं की हो, तो how do you know if you enjoy it or if you don't enjoy it? So last year I thought I would learn how to cook, and me being me, I love Chinese food. So I was like, learn how to cook Chinese, ताकि at least कुछ motivator रहे, and I go in the kitchen and I do something. But इसका कुछ हुआ नहीं. And last year के last month में, which is December 2022, essentially, I changed my eating habits entirely. Like I've lost a lot of weight. I like people who might be following me, or if you've seen like my older videos, you will see that there has been a change structure wise. I've really lost inches and things like that. So अभी तो मेरे खाने पीने में चाइनीज़ तो है ही नहीं, मतलब मेरा पेट ही ख़राब हो जाता है. तो very very occasionally I sort of eat Chinese. So I think cooking is on the list 100%, but maybe like learning how to basically do rotis and chawal and dal is something that I should focus on, veggies, salad, hummus, like things like that, and not Chinese. So that's why मुझे ऐसे दर्द भी नहीं हो रहा कि मैंने सीखा नहीं या मैंने किया नहीं. इनफैक्ट मैं सोचूं कि पूरा चेंज ही कर देती हूँ for this year. So yeah, this is going to be off the list for now. No Chinese. Then उसके बाद comes another professional business related vision that I had, and that was that I'm creating value and an experience for my consumers and visitors. So since Carnival is a product business, right, like we're an e-commerce and we have products, so in order to kind of deliver a certain sort of experience, I wanted to be physically present, and have like an offline footprint. So we actually did a big collaboration with Food Hall, and we had our own barcodes which I've stuck over here as well, just for memory's sake. Our articles, basically the products, the articles had their own unique barcode, and people would actually go and it would scan like this, and it was just so fancy. I was like, oh my god, it's like a dream come true, having your own products like shelved like that, and people picking it up as if they are picking something from the store, and going through that POS system and all of that. So I feel I was able to deliver some sort of value through that, and because I was also present, I was able to interact with my consumers. So over there also, the bond that I created with my consumers, then I feel is till date kind of going on. And I know like Danny, Payal, all of these guys had come as well, and we were able to talk a lot, and now we have like a nice connect where they can just ping me anytime, and I'll be there for them. So we were able to do that. Other than this, we also collaborated with cafes across India. So if you go to Kori's, if you go to Pop Soul in Delhi, if you go to Himaltree Bakery in Siliguri, you will find our stuff there. All Carnival products for purchase. So these are all K-pop, K-drama items which you can find at an actual physical sort of store. And it's not just a store, it's a cafe, right? So you can also grab food, you can also shop. So it's a nice, full 360-degree experience. And I wanted to deliver that, which is why over here there's like a store, and it's not just our products. And that's something that I ticked off, and I'm so happy about it. Then this is another thing which is professional, sort of like a vision that I had, and isme tha that I have collaborated with 1,000 creators and have them in my network. So 1,000 ka to mark nahi hua, but we were able to build relations with more than I think 30 influencers, and till date that relationship is quite strong. And I wanted Radhika, the reason that I have Radhika over here is because she's a big K fan, and I've always really enjoyed her content in the K space, right? So I wanted to collaborate with her or do something with her, and I know that I didn't have the budget to kind of have her promote us specifically, because she has her reach in millions, and obviously the charges differ, stuff like that. So I just wanted to do something with her. So I tried to reach out to her, and she would never revert to me earlier. So मैंने क्या किया? I messaged her saying that something on the lines of you have to see this message, or else Lee Min Ho something. So she loves Lee Min Ho a lot. तो मैंने ऐसा कुछ quirky message भेजा था, and she saw that and she reverted to it. And then from there I got her manager's number, and I was able to gift her something, just send something in PR. I don't know if she's seen it or not, because she is constantly traveling, India to US, US to India. So I don't know if that has happened or not, but I was at least happy that, our stuff has reached her house in Bombay. And so I just hope, Radhika really enjoys the stuff we curated for her, and the handwritten note that I personally wrote. So this is like a thing that we were able to partly tick off, but that's how it was. Then after that, this is a personal sort of goal that I had: make money work for me while I sleep too, which is basically investments. So prior to this, my grandfather used to look after our investments and the entire portfolio of sorts, but during COVID we lost him, and things were really different, and we didn't know what to do, etc. So I was like, I'm not gonna just sit and just constantly crib about my life and be like abhi to main daadu nahi hai, kaise karte hain, kya karte hain. So I did not wait for that. I was like, I have to get onto it, I have to do this. So I came across an investment firm called NJ Wealth Investment, and that is again through my partner. So we were able to kind of park the money that I make. So like 75% of that goes into savings, 25% is what I spend, and all of that is parked into different SIPs like mutual funds and stuff. So yeah, I was able to do that, and now my portfolio has also grown, so that's pretty neat. And I was able to finally start investment, so this is something that I ticked off as well, and it just makes me so happy. Then after that, I also had this goal where I'm financially independent and growing every single day. I'm somebody who does not really like numbers, and I do not like to constantly look at क्या खर्चा हुआ, क्या है, ये है, पता नहीं, मुझे बहुत आलस आता था. But then after दादू passing away, I was like, I've got to do this. There's nobody who I can just rely on and be dependent on. So I was like, I'm going to take this in my own hands and try to figure stuff out as we progress. So this was one major goal that I had, that at least I should start somewhere, and I did. So now every time I know where my money is going, where I'm spending on, how much I'm spending, and I'm planning all of those things efficiently in a certain manner, I feel like. And at the same time growing in the sense that I am investing, so it's not like my money is just being spent. I'm not able to save. In fact, my savings are parked separately, my investment is parked separately, and जो मेरा दिन का खर्चा होता है, जो भी होता है daily stuff, वो भी अलग से separately parked hai. So yeah, I was able to sort of tick this as well. But again, all of these visions that I'd created for last year, I'm going to carry them forward to this year as well, because they're quite generic, and it's something that something that should be a habit per se. It should be a part of your identity and not just a short term goal कि अभी कर लिया तो छोड़ दो, खत्म हो गया, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Then उसके बाद I have this, again this is related to YouTube, and this says that I'm sharing my interests with the world. So again, I did not want to put myself in a box कि if I'm doing beauty and skincare only तो यही मेरा content रहेगा, I'll just talk about these things. So I just kept it very general, and I'm like, I'm just going to share whatever interests me to everybody, which is you guys. So last month itself, PCOS का I finally decided कि मुझे PCOS reversal पे काम करना है. I started sharing that about me on the internet, and you guys were really receptive, and you guys showered a lot of love on that video. All those videos actually, not just one, there are 3 videos so far. So yeah, I did that, and I saw great results from the universe and from you guys. So I'm going to continue doing this. In fact, I want to start posting more, which is why I'm really trying to build like a habit that I sit down on the weekends and actually film for you guys, and not just do reels or shorts, because आजकल तो वही चलता है ना 30 सेकंड की वीडियो. But मुझे full length videos भी करना है, ताकि I can always stay connected with you guys, and you guys know मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, मुझे पता चले कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, and अगर कोई भी दिक्कत हो तो हम हैं एक दूसरे के लिए, right? तो this is something that I wanted to do, and I've started. I just hope to stay consistent. Fingers crossed, you guys दुआ करो. So yeah, this is something that is going to continue in 2023 with a banger, touch wood. Then after that, there are 2 more things over here. So this is again related to professional stuff, which is I'm releasing and launching new merchandise every single month, and we were able to do that. In fact, हमारे इतने सारे designs and launches हो गए थे कि I was like कि अभी कैसे करना है, because इतने सारे launches भी आप एक महीने में नहीं कर सकते, थोड़ा gap रखना ज़रूरी है. So yeah, this was able to be successful. We did have, in fact अभी भी इतने सारे चीज़ें हैं जो हमने launch ही नहीं किया है. We have not kind of executed that. We want to get all of our existing stock out so that we can get the new stuff in. So yeah, this is something that we were able to achieve as well professionally. And lastly, this is something that was partly achieved but not really. Partly in the sense कि इसका एक ही aspect achieve हुआ था, but बाकी is just like gone somewhere, and maybe because मेरा इतना desire नहीं था उसके लिए, quite possible, so इस वजह से नहीं हुआ. But this is what I'm talking about, in case you guys did not figure it out. I'm talking about traveling, and इसमें था I want to travel to Leh Ladakh. तो मैंने कभी snow देखा नहीं है, and I know कि Leh is beautiful freaking full तो मुझे जाना था, बट लेह लद्दाख नहीं हो पाया. उसके बदले आई ट्रैवल्ड टू अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट सिटीज़ इन इंडिया, एंड एट द सेम टाइम आई वेंट इंटरनेशनली टू थाईलैंड. सो वी डिड बैंकॉक, क्राबी, फुकेट. सो ये जगह हमने ट्रैवल करी. एंड बाकी तो आई थिंक इट वॉज पुणे वी वेंट टू गुजरात. सो गुजरात में सूरत एंड अहमदाबाद, देन माथेरान यहाँ पर, और भी कुछ कुछ जगह गए थे. सो ट्रैवलिंग किया है लास्ट ईयर, बट यू नो जो मेजर बोलते हैं वो हमारा था थाईलैंड इंटरनेशनल. सो वो ट्रिप भी हमने मारी. तो इस साल आई डोंट नो वेयर आई वांट टू गो. अभी तक मैंने सोचा नहीं है. लाइक आई जस्ट नो दैट आई वांट टू गो समवेयर, बट आई डोंट नो वेयर. सो आई सी व्हाट माई हार्ट टेल्स मी. भावेश को यूरोप जाना है, तो उसने इतना यूरोप बोला कि मेरे दिमाग में यूरोप ही बैठा है कि चलो यूरोप ही चलते हैं. ये तो उसके पहले इट वाज साउथ कोरिया. आई वाज लाइक आई नीड टू गो टू साउथ कोरिया, बट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि अब मैं साउथ कोरिया चली जाऊंगी. व्हाट इफ आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू, बिकॉज मैंने इतने सारे ख्याली पुलाव पकाए हुए हैं कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उधर जाके आई जस्ट बी लाइक shit, I'm here now, what do I do? You know, stuff like that. So I'm still going to think ki where do I want to go this year, what do I want to do. But this is something that I had planned for last year, and this is the progress so far. So I'm thinking that next year as well I will share with you this year ka vision board. I don't want to share anything right now because I myself don't know what I want. So maybe by the end of the month I'll plan stuff out and I'll know exactly, you know, what I really want. तो उसके लिए खुद को I'll give space, थोड़ा शांति में बैठूंगी and I'll just think about what I want, be a little self-aware. And ये book काफ़ी help कर रहा है. This book is really great, for all of these things. It is answering a lot of my questions. I'm so glad that I picked it up and I'm actually reading it and I'm not looking at synopsis over the internet. But yeah, that's how it's been. I hope you found this video helpful. In fact, I think I should also show you what I did on my phone. So this is the wallpaper that I custom made on my phone, which has my vision board. So ये specifically कार्निवल के लिए था, जिसमें ये हमारा एक डिज़ाइन है कार्निवल के प्रोडक्ट का. दिस इज़ एन एनामल बैग जो हमने लॉन्च नहीं किया है, एनामल पिन सॉरी. ये पूरा स्टोर का सेटअप है, जैसे कोरिया में होता है ना, यू कैन गेट लाइक इंस्टेंट फूड एंड एट द सेम टाइम शॉप. फिर ये मनी है, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स यू गॉट टू अर्न मनी. ये स्माइली हार्ट है बिकॉज लव, लिव एंड स्माइल्स. एंड इसमें मेरा एक और वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ जो हाईलाइटेड है, विच इज़ बी अ पर्पस चेजर. नाउ आई एम समबडी who does not get motivated by money. There are people who get motivated by money, there are people who get motivated by some other outcome, but for me it's always been purpose. So लोग कहते हैं ना कि when you start earning, तुम इतने उसमें घुस जाते हो that पैसा तुम्हारी दुनिया बन जाती है, and you just do stuff because you want to earn money, and that's the only purpose, to continue doing something that even you don't probably love anymore. So I did not want to distract myself from my beliefs and from the very core of what I really believe in. तो इस वजह से मैंने खास डाला था कि I have to remember constantly that I am somebody who chases purpose. So remember why you started, remember why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. So ये सारी चीज़ें काफ़ी important थी मेरे लिए. So ये मैंने बनाया था कैनवा पे. अभी टाइम है इसको चेंज करने का, बिकॉज ये तो हमने विद द कैफ़े सॉर्ट ऑफ अचीव कर लिया है. So yeah, that's how it's been. I know it's a lengthy video. It's almost, I think अभी यहाँ पर तो 25 minutes बता रहा है. इतना मैंने बातें करी है, but कट के हो जाएगा I think some 22 minutes whatever. But I just hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and थोड़ा बहुत आपको भी कुछ मदद मिली हो कि क्या चीज़ें आप सोच सकते हो अपने लिए. चाहिए तो ultimately it's your life, you are the creator, you can design your life however you want to. Just make sure that you always progress for the right things, So yeah, with that I wish you the best for this new year. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then definitely give it a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys super soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.